But sort of on the opposite end of the spectrum, a team which doesn't look like they have the players on paper, but are suddenly winning games, 4 games in a row now, after two straight losses. Sunrisers Hyderabad, they've been doing really well. They beat KKR, of course.
Is it
Um,
4 games in a row? I think it's like you.
no,
Oh,
it's 4 games in
you
a row.
meant 2 games in a row after 4 straight losses.
No, they've won 4 games in a row after two straight losses.
No, no, no. There's no way. Have they actually?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh wow, I haven't noticed the streak. I thought it was like a 2 game streak. Jesus.
Yeah. So they've surprised us all, and I think the key for that is Rahul Tripathi. Okay, so Rahul Tripathi is an ex-KKR lad, and as I say about all ex-KKR lads, they're possibly the best players you can get in your team, especially if you're playing KKR, which Rahul Tripathi showed by getting 71 in 37 balls against KKR, completely strangled us and completely ended that game for us. But obviously, I don't mind because I just love Rahul Tripathi. He's like intent personified because he just goes there and from ball one, he just hits. He doesn't like put value on his wickets and always takes risks. He's like a full team man through and through. Even in the 2020 final against CSK, when he was injured, he still went out there and batted. I just love Tripathi. I think he's better than many of the batsmen in our current Indian team. Um, right now, I won't mention who, but yes, I just love Tripathi, and I'm so happy that he's doing well, um, because I love him.
Yes. This is I think every week there's a there's a new ex KKR player who Rayan's gonna sort of rant about. Last week it was obviously Shubman Gill. This week there are two he could have. He missed. He didn't really with Uttapa. But okay, we'll take Tripathi. We'll take Tripathi. He's a very good player, of course. And yeah, man, like how many people do you think wear that type of helmet? I think it's him, DK. Is there anyone else?
No, it's just DK. He took that from DK, obviously from their playing days together in KKR.
Yes,
Yeah. Fantastic. I like that helmet.
yes.
Um,
Is it like a baseball
but
helmet? It's a baseball helmet, right?
no, it's not a baseball helmet. But
It looks like
it's
it.
some weird design, probably like
Okay.
ergonomic in some way, and clearly it works for them. They both are in a golden run.
Yes.
They both also wear golden helmets. But yes, um, yeah, another batsman who's been doing well for them is Aiden Markram, and he's been doing sort of the role you would expect Kane Williamson to do, like just anchor the innings throughout while Tripathi or Puran just goes bonkers, and then in the end, when you need the finishing touch, he can take that strike rate a notch higher, and he's been doing that really well. I think he's got 350s this season, two back to back. He's looking solid.
Yeah, he is. He's his the role that he's playing is, I feel like, a good example of what we talked about as to what we expect. This is way too convoluted. What we expected out of Rassi. I feel like the role that he's playing in sort of a stabilizing role, but as you said, can up the ante towards the end. And you obviously likened it to Kane Williamson as well. But I think that's also the role that um, Van der Dussen wants to or should be playing in the IPL. But yeah, I think you pretty much said it. Aiden Markram's a very good player. SRH's trajectory, it confirms, as I said while talking about CSK, that IPL is very much a momentum game. SRH is obviously looking terrible. They beat a terrible team in CSK at the time, and now SRH is looking far better. Obviously, it's it's all on. I feel like you can put it pretty much all on their bowling lineup. Their bowling is incredible.
Yeah,
Particularly,
let's talk about that. They
yeah,
have a four-man pace attack in Marco Jansen, Umran Malik, T. Natarajan, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar, and all four of them have been doing really well. Marco Jansen up top, Natarajan's been getting those Yorkers in, and he's been phenomenal. He's up there on the purple cap leaderboard, tied with UV right now. Bhuvi's been swinging it in the power play, also nailing those Yorkers as we saw against KKR.
yeah,
And Umran Malik, he's just been bowling pure fire. And today morning, he had a 4 for, and in his final wicket, he took 3 wickets, a run out, and 2 dot balls. Uh,
His final
a
over, yeah.
maiden 4 wicket 20th over in a T20 match. That's unbelievable. And obviously, he's going to get 14 lakhs just for
14
free
lakhs.
by,
Yeah, I was about to mention that. That's probably
yeah,
the stupidest addition to the IPL. See, there are like levels. There's the I obviously you can criticize the six policy, but the thing about sixes is you contribute to your team. Hitting a six is actually good for your team inherently. Like if there's no situation where hitting a six is a bad thing, there is a situation where the focus shouldn't be on bowling fast. That's not the point. Because then you bowl fast, you try to bowl a fastest ball. Okay, 1 over you just dedicate to bowling fast. You get hit for 36 runs. Look, I take 1 lakh for 36 runs any day of the week. Okay, that's a great deal. And it's a really stupid rule. I don't know who greenlit that. That was incredibly silly decision. And as Rayan pointed out, um, to me and the purple cap I think gets like 10 lakhs. And Umran Malik at the end of the season, that is if SRH don't make the playoffs, you never know. We'll get at least 14 lakhs, which is insane. It's insane that he's you're getting more for being the fastest bowler than you are for being the best. And that's not to say Umran Malik is a bad bowler. I'm not saying that he isn't a possible contender for the purple cap. He's incredible, as Rehan just mentioned. But the fastest ball getting 1 lakh every match policy is it's a travesty. It shouldn't be a thing. It should be banned immediately.
yeah, easily the best fast bowling unit we have in the IPL, especially with Kartik Tyagi still yet to come in with his injury. And they have possibly the best mentor I could think of in my favorite fast bowler of all time, favorite bowler of
Same.
all time, and even for Vivian's favorite bowler of all time, Dale Steyn, as their fast bowling mentor. And I'm sure he's helping all of them very much so. Um,
Yes.
but so hopefully, as we said, before IPL, we all thought that SRH was a weak looking team, but they're making the best use out of their resources and performing better than anyone expected. So, good luck to SRH, and hopefully for all of the SRH fans out there, they continue performing this way. Um,
Dude, SRH is in the
but
top
now,
four. That is insane. That's incredible
yeah, yeah,
after how awful they looked. I mean, you compare the way we were talking about SRH in episode 1 to episode 3, week 1 to week 3. It shows progress. It's really cool to see that a team can just turn around like that. So yeah.
yeah, it's great for Tom Moody, Brian Lara, Murli, and the rest of the gang.